Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Before we start, please subscribe our channel. Today, we will be discussing with you Shiba INU versus Dogecoin. Technology. Both have been moving in sync in the last month, but the returns have been very different. Doge peaked back in June and has since fallen considerably. Meanwhile, Shiba has been on a tear, returning over 900% at its ATH. Shiba briefly surpassed Doge in terms of market cap, but it has now lost its place after plummeting over 42% in the last week alone. Having said this, the technology behind Shiba INU and Dogecoin is significantly different, though neither is particularly unique or special. Dogecoin is, in terms of code, quite similar to Bitcoin, BTC-USD. Dogecoin comes about as a fork of Lucky Coin, which in itself forked out of Litecoin, LTC-USD, which is a fork of Bitcoin. Doge was actually conceived as a joke by software engineers Billy Marcus and Jackson Palmer. However, a key difference is that Dogecoin has a much higher circulating supply than Bitcoin, with over 129 billion Doge in circulation, and no mining cap. In terms of mining, Doge is merge mined with Litecoin. So anyone who mines Litecoin can choose to mine Dogecoin instead. Moving on to Shiba INU, this is a token created on the Ethereum, ETH-USD network. More specifically, it is an ERC-20 token. This means that SHIB can leverage the smart contract functionality, which it does plan to use. Ultimately, Doge and Shiba INU are very different because one is based on Bitcoin and the other on Ethereum. The BTC-ETH dichotomy applies to these coins as well. Supply. Dogecoin was originally started with a limited supply of 100 billion coins. By 2015, all Dogecoin had been mined, at which point, the supply limit was changed so that another 5 billion coins could be mined every year. There is no theoretical limit to how many Doge can be mined. The currency is, therefore, inflationary, but it's important to take into account that, as long as mining parameters don't change, the rate of inflation will decrease, since there are relatively more coins out in circulation. Shiba, on the other, has a different supply system. The total supply of SHIB was set from the start at 1 quadrillion. At that point, 50% of these tokens were sent to Uniswap, a cryptocurrency exchange, while the other 50% were sent as a gift/tribute to Ethereum's founder, Vitalik Buterin. What's interesting is that Vitalik destroyed 90% of the Shiba he was sent, and the other 10% was donated to the Indian COVID Relief Fund. Furthermore, Shiba can't be mined, and part of it also gets burned every time someone buys the coin. Therefore, unlike Doge, Shiba INU is a deflationary currency, which can't be mined and is in fact destroyed every day. Which is a better buy? Out of Doge and Shiba INU, I would have to argue that the latter is a better buy. Dogecoin was created, as mentioned above, as a joke, and has no real practical value or much potential for it. Doge is essentially a clone of Bitcoin, and the appeal of Bitcoin is that it can act as a store of value, which is facilitated by its limited supply. However, Doge does not follow these rules, making it simply a worse version of Bitcoin, in my opinion. Shiba, on the other hand, does offer some more potential applications, and could therefore still see the increased value, especially given the momentum it has gathered. Shiba can actually enable smart contracts, which means it can find uses beyond being a store of value. In July, the cryptocurrency's developers launched Shiba Swap, a decentralized exchange that allows Shiba owners to stake their coins in return for Bone and Leash, which are two other tokens that together form the Shiba ecosystem. More recently, Shiba has announced that it will release an exclusive NFT, the Shiboshi. These NFTs will, apparently, also double up as game characters. Coin issuance. Doge creates 10,000 new coins per block, and each block requires about 1 minute to be filled. This increases the total supply by 14.000.000 per day, making the repetitive pumps we have seen over the past unsustainable. Shiba Inu, on the other hand, does not follow a POW protocol. As an ERC20 token, it aims to focus on POS, and does not issue more coins than those already in the market. Read more here. Vitalik but Aaron recently got rid of his portion of SHIB, which amounted to 50% of the total supply, leaving about 394 trillion tokens available in the market. While the amount of coins is significantly higher, tokenomics suggest that SHIB might have better profitability chances for new investors, as no new coins enter into circulation. Dogecoin is a more credible store of value. Dogecoin was originally developed all the way back in 2017, as a fork of modeled on Litecoin, itself a fork of BTC. This keeps Doge a surprisingly credible infrastructure, and additionally, as it's based on the SCRYPT mechanism, it can actually be scaled much better than Bitcoin. The supply, while still questionable, is certainly more attractive. Dogecoin's supply mechanism is rooted in its intended usage as a highly accessible P2P method of exchange, and this incorporates an inflationary device, adding currently around 5 billion Doge per year, intended in the white paper to prevent long-term holding, diminishing circulation and minimizing transaction fees. The current available supply of Doge is 131,875,387,608 Doge. The developers behind Shiba Inu have taken a different and much less sophisticated approach when it comes to the token's supply mechanism, instead opting for a ridiculous total cap of 1 quadrillion tokens. Buterin's project Dismal certainly helped fix the outrageous tokenomics of SHIB, having the circulating supply to 500 trillion, but even with Dogecoin's inflation mechanism, it will take around 8 years for Doge to outstrip. Could Shiba Inu overtake Doge? What many people want to know is whether Shiba Inu could realistically surpass Dogecoin one day. The market caps are very different at this moment in time. The Shiba Inu community are passionate, however, and therefore another significant price surge cannot be ruled out. Many investors have flocked to it, in search of the next Doge. Dogecoin is already up significantly, and even if it reached the $1 goal, that would not be an incredible increase in terms of percentage from where it currently stands. Doge is faster for now. As explained earlier, Dogecoin has a brilliant feature called the SCRYPT algorithm, which is the major point of divergence from Bitcoin's SHA-256 and facilitates much faster block creation, making Dogecoin significantly faster than BTC by a factor of 10. Shiba Inu by comparison is an ERC20 token that still functions on Ethereum's proof-of-work mechanism, which is theoretically similar to Dogecoin, but in practice materializes at a rate reflective of the block creation time and transaction rate of its parent network. Things could change here with the launch of Ethereum 2.0, and the move to more environmentally friendly proof-of-stake validation for ERC20 token transactions. Which option is best? If you're reading this, you're probably invested in either one or both of the dog coins, expecting cryptocurrency prices to increase over time. And even though the coins are not strong fundamentally, they pose significant potential to those who know where to look. Hence it offers lots of profit-making opportunities to those willing to stomach the risk involved. Shiba Inu is a cheap knockoff. It is absolutely no secret that Shiba Inu token, only thrown together last year, has been created to mimic Dogecoin, with an identical use case demonstrating a clear intention to free ride on the back of Doge's hard-earned success. Doge has the credibility of $250, the value of a short-stay parking space, highlighting the potential for use cases. A single Shiba Inu token would buy you less than 1 milliliter of petrol gasoline at market price. The gimmicky price point writes it off as little more than a cheap Dogecoin knockoff with none of the functionality. They are really amazing. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.